Alright, I'm back with another video here. This is not the video that I usually make. Usually with Dokkan videos, I have it. Well, sometimes I don't speak in them because I record from my phone. But I wanted this video to be more of a resource video, just for those that are trying to look for all, if not the most accurate, most amount of resources available for them to actually play the game. Specifically for Dokkan Battle. This video is kind of it. At the moment, at the time of this recording, I pretty much have seen most of the resources that are out there, but I wanted to give the most accurate, up to date. Pretty much, if some of these do go down or at least are taken down, it's probably because of some other situations, and they'll probably be posted somewhere on social media or whatnot. But I wanted this video to be more of a resource video for those who are trying to find ways to play the game or get some help or get some guides and whatnot. Or, find some accurate information that are revolving around like social media campaigns or whatnot. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. So, I think the most obvious one I'm going to say here is the in-game news. If you are looking for any information regarding like new Dokkan Fests or banners, events, camps, in-game campaigns, any upcoming information, obviously going to the in-game news is the first thing you see. If it's anything social media related, it is probably not going to be here unless it is stated. Like, let's say, for example, the point system or whatnot. It'll probably may not be social media related unless they do announce it. But it's mostly going to be in-game. So, like, any changes into the banner, into the point system banner, that's probably where it's going to be at. Same thing with any, like, update announcements for maintenances, version updates and whatnot. Those are also going to be in here as well. Make sure you check it out on the respective versions. Of course, if you're on the global version, it's much easier, but I'm on JP as well. I see it too. It's pretty much the same information. The difference right now is that global just got the version update that JP had for a while. Kind of confused as to why they didn't do it at the same time, but I get it. JP is their main guinea pig. It's their baby. It's their test bank, essentially, to see if the updates do function or not. If they were to upload it at the same time, I'm pretty sure there might be issues. Hence the reason why they delayed it. But I know players complain about it, but here we are. I know I have the audio turned off. I'm doing this intentionally. So let's go into here. I do also recommend going to their social media pages. I know, obviously, they have their X pages for Global and JP. I know they have an Instagram page, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I have they been posted on Instagram? I think so. I think the most recent one I've seen was probably like 2-3 months ago, maybe more. Oh god, oh god, I'm bad. But in most cases, this is where you're going to be seeing basically new upcoming information or any social media campaigns like I just mentioned. So anything like animations or new character info. Let me go down here. Something like this, for instance. Check out the upcoming characters animation. Sometimes they do it a little late. There might be some obvious reasons as to why. They probably schedule these things to ensure that the public gets the information at that said time. Now, these do get released depending on where you're at. Most of the time, whenever I get new information, it's probably released around like 2 a.m. in the morning, which I'm not awake for. I'm asleep. So by the time I wake up, I see the new information, and that's fine. They also have been breaking down the information for new characters like this. Global has done it this way for a while, ever since they released ever since, I believe, like 7 years ago, I believe. But for JP, and I'll pull up JP right here, it wasn't like this before. Back then, JP would put all their information on new characters, like the kits, the leader skills, the passives, the active skills, and their super attack effects, all in one page. That's excluding like transformations and all that stuff. They usually put all that into one page. Now they just do it pretty similarly to how Global does it, so thankfully that's a great thing that they did. They also put in information like this. Yeah, To think I would fucking know that was Metal Cooler, okay? You think that face goddamn makes me makes me what's called makes his resemblance? Bro, it looks like a goddamn totem statue that you see on the fucking one of these. Like, come on. But they do that. They've been doing that pretty recently for like the past couple of years, so I'm glad they're doing more of these. Kind of similar to Dragon Ball Legends. Of course, they also have done, like I said, social media campaigns. So if you are seeing like things that are not in game, they'll probably be on social media. And they usually do announce it on their live streams, which are also on YouTube. I believe sometimes they're on Twitter as well, unless they announce it in there too. But if you're gonna catch a Dokkan live stream, it is going to be on the Bandai Namco Mobile Games channel. You probably have to search that up. But they also do have a link in there too if you're gonna be looking for it, or they'll post it on here as well. Either or. They'll probably give the same information on both, unless the JP specifically, and this is kind of common with this stuff, unless JP specifically states, the JP producers state that this is what's going to happen to this character, while the global version just goes straight to the point. Very simple, very a little minimalistic information, but it will be there. You'll probably get the same content, but if you want to break it down further, JP is probably the best place to look at in terms of what information is being put out, but they're both the same. Next, I do want to bring up these guys, Rick. And do I have Proton on here? I think I took off Proton. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Alright, there we go. First, I do want to bring up Rick. I think Rick, he has been in the community for a very long while. He does clarify a lot of the information coming out for Dokkan specifically. That's why whenever I follow this guy, I see all his tweets. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense now. Because he clarifies some of the information that, that Dokkan puts out. And it makes it easier for players to understand, like, when do these things happen? When does a certain thing drop? Is there anything else coming out from this? Are we getting anything brand new? All that stuff. That's basically where Rick is. He's also affiliated with some of the other guys out there, of course. You probably already seen him already. Froggy is another one. I don't usually follow Froggy too often because he already posts assets just similar to other people out there. Another guy I do follow. I know he's had some shit a little while back. But he is still one of the guys that I do look over when it comes to data downloads and all that stuff. Yes, he does pull assets just like some of the other guys, but he does it in here where people can see the information pretty seamlessly in one thread. Like this one, for instance, he is a guy that just pulls down all the new info coming down from the data download, usually every week. He basically says what's coming in, what events are coming, if there's any new items, whatnot, videos, assets, all that stuff. I would check him out. He's pretty cool. Nothing more than that. But if you do want to see, like, I guess higher quality assets, I am more of a big fan of Kua's. Because Kua definitely, first off, the overlays that you've been seeing on my videos, they're made by Kua. So, I want to give a shout out to him, first of all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like, these are the overlays I've been using constantly for the past, like, 4 months now. Spot on. I do want to make another one probably for GDC sometime soon. But yeah, he's the one that also makes the high quality assets for a lot of the new upcoming characters, including Dragon Ball Legends, as you see so far. He has done some stuff for other other YouTubers and all that. So if you want to make some high quality assets or thumbnails, overlays, and whatnot, I recommend Kua. Of course, there's others out there, but this is just a guy I recommend just because I've worked with him. Here we go. This is something that I also want to bring up in here. This guy, Asuna, I can't really determine the gender. That's gonna fuck me over. So I'm so sorry. Asuna is a developer who created Dokkan Info. Basically, this person has, oh my god, where basically this person has made a way so that every time a data download happens, the information is presented pretty easily in a much more better visual appealed way, where you can see when the unit is coming out at your specific located time or a specific location, really. So if you're in, let's say, the United States on the West Coast, a unit may drop sometime at 10 p.m. at night on Thursday or something like that. Or if you're in the East Coast, this unit's gonna drop at like 1 a.m. or something like that. It'll tell you exactly when that's gonna happen, what time, and what, depending on the location. That's basically just, this is just an example, but of course, there's other websites that do have that, and I'll show that off right now. And by the way, he is the owner of Dokkan Info. I usually, if not constantly, use Dokkan Info a lot more than others. Yes, I get it. There's Dokkan DB, there's Dokkan Wiki, there's all that stuff. I'm gonna bring that up as I'm going along here. The reason why I use this, and I recommend others using it too, is because I always take a look at the schedule to see if anything is coming up, and oh my god, he is literally 2 weeks away. If some of y'all are close to 4,000 days, congratulations, you're getting this guy's alt art. If not, you sadly got a long ways to go. You sadly may or may not have a long ways to go. Depends on where you're at. But god damn, Global has to have 4,000 days right there, just right there, guys. So close. But the reason why I use them a lot is because I get to take a look at the banners that exist in here. So I get to see what banners are running right now and what banners have been ran previously. So like say inactive, for instance, I see what banners have been ran previously without having to go further down unless I want to, right? No, some of them don't even have the freaking image anymore. But that's okay. Because it's all right there. And sometimes I like to go into the events as well as a challenge mode, for instance. And you've seen me done this in the past, in some of the past videos. I could take a look at some of the videos in here, or some of the events in here, like, I'll say, Supreme Magnificent Battle, Battle of Gods. Right now, there's only 2 stages. That's wild. I was expecting maybe 3, but I guess the reason why is because there's only 2 characters on here, so why not? So why not just have 2 stages only? I get to go in here, I get to see, oh, this unit has, oh my god, 400 million HP, and he can increase attack and defense every turn. Is immune to stun. It can nullify, what's called, Conceal. Oh my god, on Super, that's crazy. And then you get to build out your teams from there. That's what I like to do. Sometimes I get to click at the Baba Shop to see what treasure items are needed to exchange, if there's any new ones that are being added into here. And sometimes I refer from protons just in case I want to see where they are or what's being added in here. So this helps a lot. And there's more stuff you could do, like you go into items, you see what specific items exist, or the wallpapers, missions, if you want to see what missions are currently up at the moment, or their upcoming missions at the moment, or even things like panel missions. Now that Dokkan's been adding panel missions recently, it'll be easier to track them through here. Well, this is just one of them. I also do have Dokkan Wiki. I have sometimes used this in case the Dokkan info page does go down, and it will probably, depending on if there's new stuff being added for the data download. So it could be some major stuff that people want to see, or there's any hidden gems, like maybe when there's a world tournament coming up. What World Tournament ECAs are coming? Are there any new World Tournament LRs? And if there are new World Tournament LRs, you could be seeing them from the news page, which will show like all the, maybe the next campaign, including like the World Tournament, like this for instance. Is World Tournament coming up in here? No. And thankfully there isn't. Oh my god, I would be like, bro, I don't got time for this shit. But yes, I would highly recommend it. Same thing right here. Check the news. You can even check the summons in here too. Depending on how you would like to see something that's visually appealing, per se, any of these 2 I've used in the past already. It's completely fine. If you do want something more visually appealing than this, oh yeah, you can also switch. Sorry, You can also switch between the languages that exist. So switch to JP, switch to French. Okay, switch to Desuch. Oh, sorry, German. No, it is German. Yeah, it is German. My bad. And then you have Espanol. But you can clearly have it both ways. In here, I believe you can change the language to only JP or global, which is fine. But it also has some other auto-intensive, what you call it, stuff in here like animations if your computer cannot handle it, unfortunately. Thumbnails on stickers, how many cards you can put out per page, and some other stuff in your developer modes. That's only enabled if you want to or not. Next, I do want to talk about Dokkan DB. I've heard people using this a little more, and the reason for it is, of course, the visual appeal. Like, this looks way more appealing than Dokkan Info and Dokkan Wiki, and I can understand why. One, it's straight off from the homepage. Tells you exactly when the character is coming out, how long the character was released for so far, and etc. etc. And you can go into the character and see what they have in here. It is nice. And looking at it from here, dude, you can even look at the battle motions and shit. I think you can do the same thing for the characters in here, right? Well, let's pull up an example for some of the characters in here. Oh, that's also a downside for Dokkan Info is that you don't get to actually see like the animations, nor the idle animations, huh? What about Dokkan Wiki? Let's see if I can go into cards. Let's go into, I guess. I think you can. Let me see. What about this guy? You get the sticker information. Oh yeah, you can see the animations right here as well. And you can see the sprites. Oh, it's being updated soon. But the Dokkan Wiki is gonna get updated with the battle motions, but it's not there yet. But Dokkan DB has it, which is crazy. And just like all three of them, you can see like the linking partners, which one has the which one you can link with the most, and all that stuff. And this is probably gonna be the most helpful for a lot of people. Some people have been using this as well for some of the other stuff in here. You can switch between JP and global, even though they're both exactly the same thing, same shit. You can also see the characters are coming up here, but you can also see it from here too. That's what I like about this. Campaign info is literally a page below. You can go to a separate page as well. Tools. You take a look at the different category leaders out here. You can even take a look. Oh, leaderboards. Is this where you put your ID in here? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I've seen this stuff before. My God. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, there's their Dokkan page right here. Sorry, Twitter page. My God. Such a bad influence to this stuff. But yes. They also do have a Dokkan Frontier page, which I know that some of these guys have too, right? Yeah, they do. Right here. This one's more static, whereas the other one... Well, it's also static as well, but you can also see like what enemies are in here and all that stuff. So you have more information to Dokkan Frontier if you're playing that too. I also do have Dokkan Stats in here as well. Now, Dokkan Stats is a pretty good page that has some of this pretty much majority, like actually all the same information as some of the other pages I've shown you, except they also have this calculators if you want to calculate APT or ACP. It's just basically damage. Community tier list, yes, I've used this for my end of year tier list, but if you want to make your own tier list, you can. Nothing against this. What is it though? Oh, it's just like, what's the best character out there? Oh my God. No, I'm surprised that he's up here now. I can understand why, right? But he's worse than him? I don't know. I don't know about that. It seems kind of sus for him to be there. He hasn't done too much for me, specifically. They also have a team builder in here. Don't have to go through too much, though, thankfully. But Dokkan sets, I would recommend if you want to do tier lists, if you want to get the same information as pretty much everyone else, or if you want to build your own tier list and your own team to see what's more cohesive or not. Then we have the YouTube channels. Yes, I usually don't promote myself that easily, but I recommend checking out uh, the YouTube channels I usually watch. I hate to toot my own horn, but yes, you can definitely watch me. I have a lot of my shit in here already too, including some reactions. I've been doing more reactions lately, and I'll talk about some of them later. Yes, I do Gex shit and all that stuff, but that's besides the point. I've been doing a lot more Dokkan content. You can check me out. I do have a lot of stuff in here. Obviously, you can also watch Truth. He has so many videos, man. So many. Basically, majority, if not 80-90% of the same information that I would be throwing out, except that he's a giant ass whale and I'm not. That's the only difference. Goresh. So, he has been doing a lot more Legends because he is, mainly known for Legends, but he has occasionally been throwing out Dokkan content, like the most recent one, Metal Core Army, with his showcase and everything. So it's not just Legends, he's also Dokkan. You guys want to check him out, by all means. He is the one that has done the translations from 2016, 2017 until like 2021, 2022. And then, of course, Minato did the translations, and he stopped because of these websites now, just because they've already done most of the work for basically both of them. So I'm thankful for Goresh doing the work. Now we have other information that helps us a lot more. Oh, same thing for Truth. Thankful for Truth for doing all this stuff. Would check him out. Go ahead. Seriously, I don't have much to say, but I would recommend checking him out. Iron King, yes, I know. He's been doing Dokkan pretty slowly, but he has been catching up with a lot of information now. I don't truly call him like, would I call him a true Dokkan content creator? I would say it's like a more of a variety Dragon Ball content creator. Would recommend checking him out just because he's been getting into Dokkan. He's funny to watch. Trust me, I've met the dude. He's funny as hell. Yes, I know he's short. Shut the fuck up. That's all I'm gonna say. Very chill guy. Totally respect him. But check him out. His Dokkan content's pretty funny. Toon Rami. No one has ever seen his face yet, surprisingly. I remember him saying he would do a face reveal at 100K. Where the hell is a Toon? Where the fuck is the face reveal, man? We need to see it. It's there somewhere. It's there. But yes, he does have a lot of Dokkan information. Just like Truth, just like me. He is one of the guys I would recommend watching. Very cool guy. These are the two others I do want to recommend. And the reason why I want to talk about them is because, one, they have historical information on Dokkan. And I've been getting into it a lot more because it makes me feel nostalgic and it makes me feel old. Yes, I know. It makes me feel old. Don't question it. But yeah, I want to talk about Plow first. Plow has made some historical videos on Dokkan. I've watched some of them before, here and there. Yes, he's also talked about some of the other stuff here, like the success of the Truth DT. Yes, I know, I watched it too. But I would recommend watching it just because his videos are nice. Shikra, however, I've been watching some of his videos recently, and of course, as you've seen a couple of my videos so far, I've done the history of Dokkan Battle 2018, 2017, 2016, and the original 2015 one right down here, which, by the way, very good job. Would give a shout out to both of them. And I highly recommend watching their content because they're pretty good. Anyways, this is pretty much most, if not some of the information. I know I did miss some, so please let me know if I did miss some. I'm trying to do my best I can to make sure I can try to pull out the most accurate, close to, if not, maybe the best amount of resources I can. I'll leave the links down in the description or in the comment section just so that you guys can get the links to them. So you don't have to browse your way through. Keep them in your bookmarks somewhere, or organize them so that you don't have to find them all over again. At least. Anyways, let me know if I missed anything. Go ahead and check all these guys out. Yeah, check out Dokkan World. Oh, you know what? I didn't even talk about Dokkan World actually. I know there has been not too much controversy behind Dokkan World. He doesn't speak shit. I know. But he does put out a bunch of showcases that are supposedly show what the characters are supposed to do if they're ECA'd or like free rainbow showcase and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure he spends a pretty butt ton of money on rainbowing all the new characters. Trust me. If he's spending a butt ton just like Truth, I'm not really surprised where he's at right now. He has been doing a lot more on Global than JP though, which makes sense because Global is now in the synced with JP. But it is good to see him do all this stuff again. Not again, but like more than before. Yeah, that is. I think that's everything. Yeah, got me, Dokkan World, Truth, Gresh, Iron, Toon, Plouf, and Shikra. Please check all of us out. Please. Would be very lovely. And now I could say, if there's anything I missed, let me know in the comment section below. I'll link everything in the comments or the description. But as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. My god, I'm tired.